Welcome back. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. We are looking at some tragic news that is coming in. Fresh violence has once again shaken Manipur after suspected militants from the hill areas dominated by the Kuki-Zo groups launched a bomb attack on a civilian house in Moirang Tronlaobi village in the Bishnupur district. The attack killed 2 children and triggered panic in the conflict-prone region. Now, according to local sources, the projectile struck a residential house in Tronlaobi village, causing a powerful explosion that instantly killed 2 children. The blast damaged the house and left nearby residents in shock as villagers raced to rescue those who were inside the house. Let me go across to Padma Shri Dr. R.V.S. Mani, who's a former Under Secretary of MHA, for his observations regarding this. Sir, we are seeing a violence resurgence over there in Manipur, and this time we've lost the lives of 2 children over here.
Shivani, the basic question is, has the Manipur problem revisiting us? Because if you recently seen that the government of India, the agencies had busted a terror module which was supported by foreigners visiting the country in the northeast, especially Manipur, supporters of cookies and all these things recently, just one month back or 15-20 days back. So again, are they trying to ease the design, or the evil design being revisited by the anti-India forces in there? That is the basic question, because we had brokered a peace, we had done out a peace, and peace has been sustaining for the last 1.5 years. The democratic government comes back again, and now they are trying to play with mischief in these things. It is very, very unfortunate. I am sure by confidence in the present Home Minister's resoluteness is absolutely high. So I am sure he will not take it so easily. They have already, basically it is not busting of a terror module earlier a few days back, or an international module, or whatever it is, but it was a preempting a particular potential attack that had ended it because cookie vendors were there and all that. So I am sure this also will not be taken so lightly. I expect, and it is my full anticipation with full faith in the Home Minister, that he will crack down immediately on that. The governor is saying, the governor is himself a former Home Secretary, so I am sure they will not take it lying down. It must be one of those aberrations which might have happened. Otherwise, they must be stopping a lot of more such instances. Well, let us take it forward. Let's hope for the best. But one thing is, who is behind the attack, that investigation part, and flushing out further potential attacks. And that is the second part. And the third is to give a security carpet to the entire Manipur state. These 3 will be identified, and I am sure they will be doing it like that. Thank you very much.
Sir, if I can request you to please stay on with us. We have some more information coming our way. We'd like your observations on that as well. As the news of the tragic death of 2 minor children spread, Bishnupur district erupted in massive protest today. Angry locals took to the streets, enforcing widespread road blockades by burning tires at multiple spots. A furious mob also set ablaze 3 trucks, including 2 oil tankers near Moirang. Now, the unrest was triggered by a suspected rocket or mortar attack that struck a civilian house in Tronlaobi area early this morning. Now, the blast killed a 5-year-old boy and his 5 to 6-month-old infant sister on the spot while they were in fact in this area and they were sleeping. Now, the mother sustained injuries and is currently battling for life. Sir, if I can also get your observations regarding this entire situation, because Bishnupur, sir, the district, there are certain areas in Bishnupur which have been declared as buffer zones. They are supposed to be violence free. However, we are still seeing, sir, such kind of mortar or suspected rocket attacks. There are sophisticated, equipment being used here. How can we, in fact, improve peace in the area going forward?
Basically, even 2 years back, the Manipur police have flushed out a lot of arms, mortars, and other areas, and many of them have voluntarily also surrendered like that. If you recollect from 2 years back. So, and thereafter the peace process started. Now with the busting of this terror module there, with the busting of the international module there, how the thing has re-entered the entire households it is no mystery. The security forces must be aware of it, and now that it has come out in the open that they are in possession of that, the flushing out and recovery of the arms will also, that process also will be taken up on a priority. I do not think this can be done by the Manipur police. I think they will have to co-opt the security, central paramilitary forces. Having said that, the protest on the Manipur, especially if it is going to be the National Highway 74, then it is going to be a challenge because all the entire en route to Nagaland and other states get blocked. So I am sure that also will be attended to, and this violence, the retaliatory violence by the Bishnupur people will also be brought to an end. And yes, of course, confidence building measures, disaffection should be stopped, and that proper dialogue should be started with both the parties again. I have full confidence in the Honorable Home Minister. They will send some interlocutor, or even the Honorable Governor himself is a good interlocutor. He has had a full experience of that. So that should be taking care of all this. Thank you very much.
Right. Sir, if I can ask you to stay on with us, we are also joined by my colleague Nibir Deka, who is going to give us some ground updates regarding this entire situation. Nibir, we are learning of this incident where unfortunately we are seeing that 2 minor children have lost their lives in this attack. If you can get us some more details about what the situation is like currently in that region.
Well, the incident has happened in the Tronlaobi area of Bishnupur district. Bishnupur is one area which is in the periphery of buffer zone. I remember ever since the conflict in Manipur, there is a buffer zone between that separates the Meitei and the Kuki communities. Bishnupur is one district which is in the border of valley, which means it falls near the buffer zone, and as a result of that, the district has seen violence in the last 2-3 years. Over the course of the entire matter of the Meitei-Kuki conflict, and today's incident is a very sad incident because the instances of the violence had gone down ever since the last 1 year and ever since the position of the president's rule, and also following heavy security deployment. But these one-off incidents also shows you the possibilities that are still present in ground, and whenever incidents happen, it takes us back to the dark days in the May 3rd of 2003 when thousands of people got displaced from both the Meitei and the Kuki community in the ensuing violent conflict in Manipur. So today's incident is another stark reminder of how the ground authorities are there. The police are investigating know that people have died, and one child, infant, has died, and mothers are also receiving a lot of injuries in the firing and the bomb planted, but security deployment has intensified. But the bigger question here is when will all of this end, and what is the course of action going forward?
Absolutely. Please do stay on with us, Nibir. We have some more information coming our way. Protests have turned more violent today in Bishnupur district and spread to Imphal as well, following the tragic killing of 2 minor children in a suspected rocket attack. In Moirang, angry protesters blocked the Moirang police station by piling up burning logs at the main gate. They also enforced road blockades by burning tires at several points. The unrest quickly escalated to the state capital in Imphal, where large groups blocked major roads, set tires on fire, and completely disrupted traffic movement. All business establishments, markets and shops remained shut in solidarity with the victims. So, Nibir, we are still hearing of more protests that are taking place this time. It's also spread to the capital. We are looking at a lot of blockade, traffic movement also being halted. What are we, getting from all the ground? But before I go across to my colleague, let me go across to Dr. Mani on this. Dr. Mani, obviously, when we talk about, you spoke about how, even my colleague pointed out, this was a buffer zone, this was supposed to be, a safe, violence-free zone, but we are still seeing, children, and obviously now protests are taking place. You mentioned how if highways are blocked, they can in fact stop travel to other states in the region as well.
Indeed, it can really disrupt the entire North, because Northeast, we have done a lot of consolidation over the last 12 years. And now Manipur was the first warning sign, but now with the recent busting of the terror module there, we have this people coming from other countries, Myanmar and Mizoram and other neighboring states also entering it. And especially the support base to the one particular group out of the two. And now the attack has happened on the other group, that is the Bishnupur area, the Moirang area. So now we have to see whether it is revisiting the ethnic differences or revisiting or not. It seems, and if the ethnic differences are revisiting, whether it is backed by those foreign hands, those drug peddlers from Myanmar, those foreign hands which were found in the mafias which were found in Mizoram, without the restricted area permit they have been entering and all that. So this is a larger issue. This larger issue will come to light only if central agencies start into investigating it that. But this needs to be immediately doused. The entire present problem should be doused so that it does not disrupt the life and say in other northeastern states, especially Nagaland, because it is this 74 national highway is very important. It's a lifeline of Northeast. Right from Kokrajhar to Dimapur, it's a lifeline of Northeast, and we need to ensure that is opened out. Moirang, of course, now it is spreading to Imphal also. Imphal is much easier because the resources are accessible. It's much easier. The Bishnupur and Moirang should be immediately taken control of. Talk to them peacefully, assuage them. Let us not have any disaffection forming on the other side. If X side is distracted or motivated for wrong reasons, it should not end on a disaffection on the other side. Or there should be no objective, impartial attempt by the people in the Manipur. I have my trust with the Honorable Governor because he is a former Home Secretary. He has dealt, not only that, he is a Northeast cadre officer, he is Assam Manipur, Assam Meghalaya cadre officer. He has a long experience in Northeast. He would be able to douse it. That is my that is my confidence in this. That is the Governor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mani, for taking out your time and